What's up, people? Let's see if it's like 11 a.m. It's 11 a.m., 11 p.m. Don't usually go live this late, unless it's a video game, but hey, mic test. Yeah, I'll probably keep this brief to like an hour or so. Just in case. Holy shit. Um, oh my god, I'm so sleepy. Yeah, switch to wait, hold on, let me switch my settings. Okay, that should be good enough, I guess. Hold on. Let me refresh. Okay, that worked. I was having a little trouble with my audio. For me, I couldn't hear myself or anything, but yeah, we're back with a regularly advertised programming, uh a panel of sorts, where only me is starring. Um, let me actually go here. I think I mentioned this before, but this new StreamYard kinda sucks. Honestly, it kinda sucks. It really does. This new StreamYard is just brother, it sucks so hard. Oh, man, like, none of it is where it once was. How does it change so much in a year? Like, I don't even understand, like, how, dude? How? StreamYard, oh, what's up? What's up, yo? Sup, gamer? You taking it easy, bro? I know it's been a hell of a week for, the Rudy crew. Yeah, bro, just take it easy. I'm rooting for you. Um, yeah, I'm trying to get back into paneling. Not paneling, going on on fucking the only panel has been on whatever Ruby's panels, but and then Jeremy kicked me off his panel like 3 times. um, there's fake accounts pretending. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, just don't get triggered, man. Don't don't lash out like that. It's try to keep a level head. Um, it's not the end of the world. Um, just be a chill guy. Be a chill guy. Um, yeah, yeah, she could put a nice overlay to give a little. I refuse to pay for StreamYard. StreamYard, I'm not making any money off of YouTube, so there's nowhere near the amount of it doesn't warrant the amount of money I'll have to shell out to get a few fucking uh $400 a year for just a few effects, and no, 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 not happening. But sound check. I'm on my mic right now. I have it attached. They're trying to burn bridges between us by threatening people in their chat. Yeah, just I think people will know the real you, so just ignore it, you know. But yeah, you're welcome. I'm actually gonna wrench you up, gamer. I'm actually gonna wrench you up because add as mod, managing mod. No, hell no. No one gets managing mod. I'm the only managing mod here. Um, I almost did something that I'm gonna regret. I almost did something I'm gonna regret so much. But yeah. Uh, there you have a wrench gamer. And yeah, try to. I have my own thoughts as to the whole what do you call it? The whole low and Ruby situation and the whole other bullshit, but I'm gonna keep it to myself because I just think it's a whole lot of what do you call it? Holier than thou's arguing over who's more holier than thou. Like a holier than thou free for all battle royale. But yeah, it's just lots of disingenuous shit that I'm seeing over there. But um but yeah, yeah, it'll be fun to see where that goes. But yeah, now onto the topic at hand. And what's up, Ka? But yeah, this fucking game sold 4 million, 5 million copies in less than 5 days, and it took for the five previous games that were released for this franchise. The earliest one could only manage 5 million copies by 2 months, and this game did it in 5 days. Holy crap! Holy crap! 5 days. Let me actually pull up an article so I can share it. I'm just gonna check real quick if Forbes has this thing where it just doxes the shit out of me, like at the bottom. Nope, not seeing anything. All right, let me just share that. Oh, come on. No thanks. Okay, let me just share that. I don't like that people are now making alt accounts pretending to be me and threatening people in their chats. Yeah, but just don't don't buy into it. Honestly, dude. Don't pay it too much mind. Um like if it causes you that much distress, then just don't put that much mind into it. Honestly, that's all I can say. Honestly, like, that's all I can really say. Um and as usual, oh my god, this sucks so much. StreamYard used to automatically change the view. Now it just adds it to the stage. That's such BS, man. Okay. Remove other media. Okay. Remove this and then okay. All right. Paul Tassi, senior contributor. Okay, it is well established that Resident Evil Requiem is a smash hit on a scale that the franchise has rarely seen, if ever. But now we have some more data to spell that out. Capcom has just announced that not even a week since its release on February 27th, Resident Evil Requiem has sold 5 million copies. To put that into context, that is half, almost half or a third of most games in the franchise after just 5 days. Here's a list. So Resident Evil 2 Remake, 16.8 million. 16.8 million copies. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, Resident Evil 4, 12 million. Oh shit. Resident Evil 2 outsold 4? Holy crap. Oh, Resident Evil 2 is really fucking good. I'm just saying. I mean, Resident Evil 4 is really fucking good as well. And if you want speed, here's a separate list showing approximately how long some of the titles took to hit 5 million sales. Resident Evil 4 Remake, 3 months. Village, 5 months. Resident Evil 2 Remake, 1 year. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, 17 months. And Resident Evil 3 Remake, 2 years. So this is just in a league of its own, honestly. Tony Macaroni, what's up? What is up? So this game is just in a league of its own. It really is. Should give you a clue as to how sales may end up in this should give you a clue as to how sales may end up in the end here. In that Requiem could go on to be the best-selling Resident Evil game ever. The older games not shown here are all 5 million sales and below. So they sent out a tweet. We'd like to express our heartfelt gratitude to the over 5 million players who braved the horrors of Resident Evil Requiem. Thank you for 30 years of support. Oh yeah, March is the 30th anniversary. 5 million copies sold. On Steam, it set a record for 344,000 concurrent players. That's where it peaked. It's leveled off now that people have beaten the game and are going to replay it, but still, it's ridiculous. And now has a second one. Oh, it has a second record. It broke a second record. 9.5 out of 10 on Metacritic, which is the highest of all time. Tied with last year's Clair Obscur. It tied with Clair Obscur. So this is already a contender for game of the year. This is already a big contender for the game of the year, and the year hasn't even started yet. Wolverine might come by and have something to say, but so far it is really really hard to not make a case for this game being game of the year. Like it's doing massive sales. Oh, here's interesting. The question here is why? Why this game? Why this level of blockbuster? A perfect storm of reasons, really. Its base quality, the return of fan favorite Leon, and not much competition during this release window make it easily the biggest game of 2026 so far. That is crucial, honestly. Like if you're putting your movie out, or if you're releasing a game, you're you're kind of want to pick you're gonna want to pick a time slot where or like a release slot that doesn't coincide with any other thing. I mean, it coincides with a few other games. Like there's another game that launches beta, but like it blew it out of the water completely. Um, and it says also, I think there's just a general hunger for high quality single player games in a market full of live service multiplayer offerings every month. Though games like this are often getting harder and harder to justify their budgets, even with big sales. But this big, I'm sure Capcom isn't worried about any of that. Yeah, fuck it. It's like in 5 days you made your money back. Honestly. Like honestly, you made your money back in like 5 days. All right, so it's done. That's actually insane. Did you think it was game of the year? Ah, the year's only started. Uh, yeah, I think so. It might get no, but like I said, Wolverine. Once Wolverine comes out, that might be because Insomniac can take a lot more liberties with Wolverine. He's like a more R-rated character. Than Spider-Man. Spider-Man, I looking back on it now, I really didn't like Spider-Man 2 as much as Spider-Man 1 because I think they got Venom wrong. But no, but yeah, I'm gonna be taking a look at what other games sell as much or outsell, like in terms of like revenue. GTA might come and just blow Resident Evil out of the water, right? Um, but then I don't know, something about GTA is just telling me that the initial release just isn't gonna go well, honestly. It's still gonna be a massive hit, it's still gonna sell like, oh my god. But something about that game is just telling me that the release like, when it releases, it's just not gonna go well. There's gonna be crashes, there's gonna be, like, bugs, because it's a really ambitious game, and they really have to really, really have to pull it off. So, yeah, but I'm eagerly awaiting that. Uh, but it sucks now because, um, what, streamers are having to do is they're having to censor much of their gameplay because of the whole BS YouTube shit, how, um, that they're gonna start to flag, violence towards NPCs or, like, human related, characters, like like the torture scene in GTA 5 where, like, Trevor, like, tortures the guy by, like, electrocuting his nipples or some shit. That's getting flagged. You can't do that, you can't get away with that on YouTube. So it sucks for, already established, streamers and gamers that they're getting their content, like, their content is just any game, and they're getting their content targeted pretty much, and it's not okay. The censorship is just getting so I mean, it's been on a downward spiral for a long time, but this just it's like it's another nail in the coffin, in my opinion. But yeah, Resident Evil, this game is just fucking holy shit. I had a few issues with it. It's not entirely perfect, but they're not so big as to really, really mean anything. Because once I do my nerd shit and go into the lore of like the meanings that like, like the I don't say the term normies in like an insulting way, like the normies that play just for like the Leon, killing the shit out of people, ripping people's nipples off and shit. Um, like once I investigate more as to who certain characters were, the lore behind certain things, then it starts to kind of make sense. Um, there was one section in the game that was an issue. The one where you played as a little girl. um, there was a bug in like the sequence where like you're supposed to get past the hallway, and then there was like two demon children in there that they wouldn't move, and no one told you this, and I figured it out by happenstance, but I just went and hid behind under the table, and I didn't know it was going to happen, but then that's what you needed to do for them to get out of the way. And I've seen many people on the internet try and do that. No, no, or try to like, why won't they move? They're like standing there, like, why aren't they moving? Like they're trying to get past because like you obviously have to get into that room. They're like, why aren't you moving? And I just like it was sheer dumb luck that I didn't get stuck in there for like an hour. And apparently a bunch of other players like everyone knows about it now, and everyone like it's making the rounds. It's like as to what you have to do to get past it, but that was like a huge like they could have done a better job at what do you say? They could have done a better job at prompting you to kind of like navigate that phase of the game. Not spoon feed you, but, like, that was just a mechanic that where, like, had I not figured it out by accident, like, I wouldn't have gotten past the level. So, other than that, it was just it was really fun, and at the end of the day, that's all I care about. Um, I like my games fun and exciting. So, yeah, there was that. Oh, we also got a whole motorcycle chase sequence. I was like, "How the fuck is this Resident Evil?" I'm like, "When? When?" When? Since when do we do this? Like, since when does Capcom do this? Since when? This dude's, like, driving up the side of a building. The guy's driving up the side of a building like he's Ghost Rider or some shit, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And then I took another look at it, and then, like, the building was actually slightly slanted, so it makes sense. But from my camera angle, it looked like he was climbing up and up and up and up and up, like Ghost Rider in the movie. He was like, no, but that was fun. Um, and what else? What else? Yeah, that was I was like, "What?" When that was happening, I was like, "How is he doing that?" And then I took a look at, like, the map and how it was, and yeah, the building was slanted. He wasn't, like, driving up the side of a building, no. But yeah, yeah, I really enjoyed myself. Really, really did. Uh, yeah, and, yeah, it's a smash hit. It is a smash hit. Let me see what else is being said. Who just gave me a what the fuck? Why am I getting gifted these memberships left, right, and center? What the hell? Hold on. This is so weird. I've never been gifted a membership before as of I want to say 3 months ago. No, let me see. Hold on. I didn't ask for any of these anyway. Here, hold on. Memberships. Can I see the memberships that I have? J- Jeremy? Why would Jeremy give me a membership? What the fuck? Oh, you know what I think it is? I think someone purchased the membership and then just randomly gave. I was like well, in the case of Jeremy, I was like the one on the unlucky few who got the membership. Did you hear the big plot leak for Avengers Doomsday? They killed Tobey Maguire's uh oh yeah, I heard I'm not going to watch Avengers Doomsday. I'm not doing it. Although I might, I'm not paying for it. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not paying for it. Um I'm gonna go in there to watch Dune Part 3, and then I'll suss out where the other movie is being played, and I'll just sneak in. I'm telling you right now, like I don't care. I do not care. Like I'm not. I'm done with Marvel, dude. I'm done. I'm done. Anything that's not Spider Man, I'm done. Like I can't. With the BS Marvel's done. Okay, so Residents of Evil. Well, I get that. Marvel needs a rebound. Yeah. Residents of Evil, Papillon is a Barcelona channel. Uh, and Mr. Deadman. I got a membership on Mr. Deadman. How the fuck did that happen? Uh, and then Jeremy and Ruby. For how long are these goddamn memberships? I can't like Jesus Christ. Mister Deadman. Bro, what's there to watch on Deadman's? Just reruns of his panels? I'm like, "What the fuck? No." But yeah, no, I'm not watching, I'm going in there for Dune and, I'm sneaking into, Doomsday because I just don't care. I'm beyond caring at this point. I'm past it. Oh, Marvel needs a rebound. Oh, it needs more than a rebound, bro. Marvel needs Jesus Christ himself. Marvel needs God. Marvel needs Allah. Marvel needs everybody in the book that you can imagine. Uh, if it is to survive, then Marvel needs any of those people to come and help it because by itself is just trash. They should just scrap the whole thing and then start over. Honestly, at this point, start over. Start over. At least they're fixing Star Wars. No, no, they're not fixing Star Wars. Want to know why? Because Dave Filoni is not the hero that you think he is. No, sir. No, 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 no. Yeah, it sucks. You know, it sucks when Kathleen Kennedy wasn't fired. She was like, "Fuck it, I'm bored. I don't want to do this anymore," and then she just dipped after just having shat all over Star Wars for 10 plus years. 10 years. Holy fuck. It's been 10 years since was it 10 years since Force Awakens? Yeah, it's been 10 years since Force Awakens. And Star Wars has gone downhill. The only glimmer of hope, the only glimmer was Mando season 1. And then they shut the bed too. So it was Mando season 1, and then they tried to make the Boba Fett show, but then the Boba Fett show turned into Mando season 3, and now Mando season 3 is actually Mando season 4, but no one's ready for that conversation yet. But yeah, yeah, I'm looking to get back into doing regular streams like this, uh, because I realize banger games aren't don't come out as often. Oh shit, I'm just scrolling Instagram. Star Wars Jedi 3 is not. Oh, and Jedi. Jedi. That's but that's not anything related to the what do you call it? To TV or films or anything like that. It's video games. Jedi 1 and 2 were really, really great games. Amazing. Star Wars Jedi 3 is now in full development at Respawn. Still early in development. Cal returns, closes out the trilogy. Some rumors say it could arrive sooner than expected, but 2027 feels more realistic. Oh, it's right around the corner then. Holy shit. After Survivor raised the bar, the finale has to go big. Yeah, it did. I kind of want to see what they do with Cal because Cal uh heard rumors that they want to bring him into the live action. Um which I don't know how to feel about. I was gonna say could probably have him fight Darth Vader and have Darth Vader kill him. Um, but have it be one of those deaths that like because Vader has like been punked so many times. Like like of course anyone that Vader fights gets absolutely slaughtered, but there have been some that they die, but then right before they die, they just give one last middle finger to Vader that completely ruins his mood for like months afterwards or like years afterwards. Like fuck, like I won, but I didn't win. Like it's like one of those deaths. Yeah, Vader might have been powerful and everything like that, but he wasn't above getting punked. Like there are a few people who managed to punk the shit out of Vader. They all died, granted, but you know. Oh, there's another thing. I thought my I thought my headphones were broken. Turns out they had this thing where they activate or deactivate automatically after 30 minutes of no volume or no usage, which is pretty good. It's saves your battery, that I could tell you. Like if you're not actively using the I think it's yeah, it's 30 minutes without volume get going into the chamber or going into the output. Um but yeah, yeah, I thought it was broken. I'm like, fuck, did they give me a faulty unit? No, we're good. We're good. The big there, yeah, the boys. But yeah, no, they're not fixing Star Wars anytime soon. We can only hope and pray that whatever's left of Star Wars isn't completely fucked um by the powers that are in charge. But yeah, yeah, it's not gonna I'm not hopeful. I'm not hopeful at all. Like at all. Not at all. Not in the slightest. But yeah, it's 11 times it. Probably close it out around 12 p.m. Maybe. Yeah. Trying to see what else oh, Tyrone Magnus is playing Resident Evil. Oh, he finished the game. Oh, he unlocked the insanity mode. How long have they been live for? Holy shit, it's been a good long while. War with Iran. Don't care about that. Uh oh, exposed. War in Iran. Bad, bad, bad. What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't even know what. I just get a recommended Darth Yoda. Fuck off, Darth Yoda. Best of Randy Orton, João Pedro. Kit Wilson. But yeah, yeah, this game is gonna be it's staggering because it's 5 days. It's like a million per day. That's like, and sales are gonna drop off, kinda. They might no, actually, they're not gonna discount this game at all anytime soon. It's not gonna fall under one of the discounts. Um, FIFA this year, FIFA, the price of, like, that's why I never like I will never get FIFA again in at full price ever. I will never get it again. Like I haven't like FIFA is like I've grown out of touch with FIFA. But if I ever do get FIFA again, I will never buy it at full price ever. Ever, 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 ever. Never, ever, ever, ever. Because it's been at 50% off. Uh I think the standard edition. Yeah, the standard edition has been 50% off for like 3 months now. And I still haven't bought it because I have no intention of playing that shit. Um, but yeah, I'm not going anywhere near that fucking game. If I want to, my controller is already suffering from stick drift. I don't want to destroy it completely. Um, by raging out on FIFA, I just did, bro. I almost destroyed my fucking. Uh, I almost destroyed my controller playing Resident Evil. Let's play that. Here, hold on. I'll share it. And I'll mute up here. Let me just stop. Let me just remove this. Let me just be careful. This StreamYard is fucked. Like one bad click and fucking everything goes to shit. Oh, what the fuck? What am I doing? Community in a nutshell, live. And so far, the one that got most views was the the Leon centric episode where Leon's trying to like blow the gate down so he can uh like go through the gate. But yeah, here, let me just see if I can find it. Let me stop sharing Forbes. Let me stop sharing Forbes. And Pooper actually fucking raged. Hold on. Okay. Let me carefully just screen share. Yeah, and it does. See, I hate this. I hate this so much. It takes me to the screen I just shared, but it doesn't share it. It puts it in the fucking on stage, and I have to go back. It's so annoying. But yeah, this is where I crashed out. Here, I'm gonna mute up.
Are we gonna fight? Let's go. Come on. What the? No.
At least I could save you.
No! No! Oh my!
Yo, I launched my shit against the wall and then it muted. It muted. It's just- I I launched my shit, my new shit that I'm still paying off, um, against the wall, and then it muted, and then I put my game back on and I started raging the fuck out. And then once I realized I was muted and no one heard me, like I had to like deep breath, calm down, and then I turned it back on and I was like, "Fuck this game, man." No, but thank God it didn't end there. Thank God it didn't. That was a fake ending or the bad ending. It was the bad ending. It was confirmed. Like I've read everywhere that it's the bad ending. Um, yeah, it's the bad ending. Yeah. So the fucking the Elpis was a cure this whole time, and this moron decided to not inspect. That's what I kind of found frustrating as well. Like he doesn't. This moron. So he may look like Wesker, he may move like Wesker, he may sound like Wesker, but he's not Wesker because Wesker is way smarter than this. This guy's a moron. He takes the vial of something he's not sure what the hell it is, right? He he just he decides to stab himself in the neck. He decides to inject himself in the neck with it. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna show you my power." And then it's like, "No, it's a cure." Then he starts losing his powers. He starts losing his powers because then Leon just gets up and just tackles him to the ground and it works. Um, and the other guy comes in, like the bad guy that we've been dealing with for the whole game. He comes in, starts, monologuing, and, and this guy's tries he tries he tries roasting the one other guy in the room with BOW powers. Like he he just lost his powers, and the first thing this guy does is try to start talking shit to the one other guy in the room that has superpowers. Like like bio bio weapon power. And he gets his head sliced off. Yeah. Timu Wesker. I, okay, let me actually my theory on Wesker. Um because Craig Bernatowski, the guy who voices Wesker um in the he had a few scenes in Resident Evil 4. They were like, you know, uh they were spread out. He appeared at the end of the main campaign of Resident Evil 4, and then he had a much bigger role in Ada's story, the Separate Ways story, where it's pretty much the same story, but you just play as Ada, as she's like, because you don't see Ada at all, like pretty much in Resident Evil 4, except in certain areas. You pretty much get her side, like what she's doing on the island and shit, how she met up with Luis. But she's basically working for Wesker, right? But the point is, the same actor who voices Wesker voices this new character. So my theory is that I hope I'm right. They're teasing Wesker for much bigger roles because I don't think they would hire some guy to start voicing one of the most popular video game villains of all time if they didn't have a plan. Like Capcom clearly has a plan. Like they have a plan. go fucking hell, they have a plan because their plan worked. Their game is selling stupidly well. Um, I don't take credit for this theory. I saw it. There's another YouTuber um who came up with this theory, and they were discuss. Well, it's not a theory, but it's like a kind of a concept kind of plan. Yeah. So yeah, part of me thinks that they're teasing Wesker. So they gave you kind of a tease as to who Wesker was. They give you this tease. It is a tease because you don't even get to boss fight him. Um, this Timu Wesker. I'm gonna call him Timu Wesker. His name is like Zeno or some shit. Um, but he's Timu Wesker. He's a clone of Wesker. So what I think is gonna happen is they're gonna remake more because Resident Evil 10 is like years away at this point. But there's been rumors that Resident Evil Code Veronica is uh is coming out. The remake, rather, of Code Veronica. Um, it's so strange because they haven't remade the original Resident Evil 1, and by remade, I mean completely remade on the RE engine because it's hold on, it's how do I explain this? They remade it for the GameCube, and that's the version that I tried playing on the I think I went live one day and tried playing I went live and tried playing Resident Evil, like the original Resident Evil, because it was on the PlayStation Store for like $2. And I tried it and the controls were so goddamn tacky. Like I couldn't get into it. It was just no matter how hard I tried, like the on one floor, up was up, and then once I go up the stairs, the camera angle changed, and then up was down all of a sudden. Like it the controls were what you saw on the screen. Like up didn't always mean up and down always didn't mean down, which was frustrating because I rather than pay attention to like what's going on the screen and like what I'm trying like what I need to solve and shit, I'd have to be paying attention to what button I'm pressing. So like I don't completely screw things up. So the controls are tacky. They're so out of date. Um and that's a huge reason why some people aren't opening up to it. And it's valid. It's a valid reason because there's a whole other generation of Resident Evil fans who grew up with 2, 3, 4, and now Requiem, and 7 and 8, which are 2 separate stories, or they're 7 and 8 are their own, story with, like, Ethan and shit. But, and I'm still playing 7, I might, finish that as a playthrough. Um, but yeah, it's a whole other realm, it's a whole other, like, in a perfect world, since the 30th anniversary is right around the corner, they they would announce like, "Oh, we're remaking where it all started, Resident Evil, the original game." And in that game, Wesker is the main villain. So they tease him in 4, they tease him more, but like in a kind of indirect way in this game in Resident Evil Requiem. And now they can actually start to develop his character by basically reach because like there's a whole host of Resident Evil fans who have no idea who this guy is. And he is like he at one point he was the end all be all of the franchise. He was like the bad guy. So yeah, that's what I think they should do. What I agree, well, this is because this isn't my idea. there's been a lot of talk about which games are getting remade and which ones aren't. What I think they should do is they should remake the first one, then remake Code Veronica, then remake 5. Those 3 games, the one thing they have in common, Wesker. So you have the and Chris, I mean, we haven't gotten to play as Chris, because he's technically the one who started it all, Chris Redfield. Um, but then Leon came along, and Leon just massively outgrew Chris in popularity, but Chris was the first one. Um, but yeah, that's what I think should happen, uh, if they do. It's probably not. They probably have some other plans, but hey, they've been delivering, honestly. Some people didn't like 7, and 8. I have yet to judge for myself because I haven't played those games, but I took the liberty of not following through because I was gonna play 7 and 8 before 9 came out. I took like, upon doing more research, I found that there were their own stories and that Chris just kinda cameoed in it, um, but it wasn't worth, rushing through 7 and 8, like, because like, they're their own stories. 7 7, revitalized the franchise because not many people enjoyed, Resident Evil 6. Uh, they thought, like, it was all over the place, honestly. So 7 was huge, actually, in like, getting people back, uh, to the franchise. But it wasn't like it stood a it's its own separate story with, like, a new character, a new lead, and whatnot. But yeah. But yeah, that's what I think they should do. They should, because they're not gonna just hire this guy and have him say a few lines, uh, and then get killed off in this game. Well, it's not him. Well, because he's been dead. This game takes place in the year 2028. So I have to do the math, honestly. Wait, hold on. How old is Leon? How old is Leon in Resident Evil 9? I don't want approximately. I want exact numbers. Born in 1977, Leon was 21. Okay, that makes sense. In 2026, he'd be 49, which makes sense. So if the game takes place in 2028, he would be 51. Brother is officially at midlife crisis age, and he's still going around, blowing people away, ripping people's nipples off and shit. So, uh, yeah, dude, he's 50. Holy crap, dude. So he's 51. Chris has to be like 56 or some shit. Yeah, he's got to be like 56 at best. Claire's probably a little younger. Yeah, that's what people forget because like it's not like if you were to take Leon's 3 remake games that he's in, he goes from being 21 to 27 to 51. So he's 21 in Resident Evil 2, he's 27 in Resident Evil 4, and then he's like 51 in this new game. He's Jesus Christ. He's at that age where like people should be like retiring now, and he's still like Leon just looks tired of it. He looks tired of everything, honestly. It's like these goddamn bioweapons. See my latest post on YouTube. Let me actually go and read it. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what it is. Hold on. I'm deciding now to take a break from streaming for a while because I'm not feeling great at all. And it would feel better if I took a break from it all. But there's fake accounts on YouTube pretending to be me and are threatening to strike people, and I'm not happy about it. Yeah, that's kind of a hole. It's kind of a big hole to dig yourself out of, honestly, because it's like, because I mean, you kind of did go a bit overboard, but I mean, yeah, that's why I always say just keep a level head about you because like you make one mistake and then like people are taking advantage of it now. Like they're making fake accounts and they're saying it was you. So I mean, it's don't worry about it too much, man. Just a break. A break can only mean good things, honestly. The farther away you are from like the degeneracy that is being online sometimes, and go for it, dude. Um, and I'm not happy about it. So if there's an account in your chat or someone else's chat making threats to strike you or do whatever, it's not me. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I'll be back someday. What? But I'm just taking a break for now. See y'all when I come back. Um, oh damn, man, dude, put a bit of a timer on that. Maybe like a month or 2 months or something. Not like someday, man. Like that's insane. Oh yeah, you should. Yeah, definitely take a break, dude. No, yeah, definitely take a break. And no, I took a year-long break from streaming. I didn't do a panel in like months. No, I think a year without a live or going live or no, I think it's been a year without a panel. I've done like a few game streams here and there, but it's been a year without a panel. Uh, but uh, but yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. Uh, thank you for everyone that tuned in, and yeah, peace out.